Now when I say red, y'all say claws. Red claws, red claws. When I say red, y'all say claws. Red claws, red claws. We on the main stage, we on the same page. We getting buckets, baby, put it on the replay. Ay, ay, put it on the replay. Ay, ay, put it on the replay. Now when I say red, y'all say claws. Red claws, red claws. When I say red, y'all say claws. Red claws, red claws.
Well, Evans, this month for the Maine Red Claws has been quite special, just winning left and right.
Yeah, the Red Claws are playing great basketball now. They've retooled that roster. RJ Hunter has joined the team as a two-way player. Trey Davis has now returned to this Red Claws squad, and all of a sudden the wins are coming in numbers.
And how about the play for Archie Goodwin so far? Former NBA player has come right in here, Evans. Started a little bit slowly, but my goodness, he has really turned it on.
It's a great example of how much talent is in the G League now. You got a guy like Archie Goodwin who's played over 150 games in the NBA, a first-round draft pick in the NBA, and now he's here in the G League trying to get back to that level, and he's played terrific basketball for the Claws.
And obviously what helps is a good bench, and that's what we've seen so far for this Red Claws team, including John Bohannon, who's really played big minutes as of late due to some injuries.
Yeah, John Bohannon has really picked it up. He's a great rebounder, one of the better rebounders in the entire G League right now. Double-doubles left and right. Now he'll be filling in a lot for Dallas Lauderdale, who's out for the season with a shoulder injury.
As we've seen in the NBA G League, a lot of former NBA players trying to get back up to that level, including the one you just mentioned, RJ Hunter.
Yeah, we talked about Archie Goodwin, but RJ is one of those guys who is right on the cusp of getting back to the NBA. He's on a two-way contract with the Celtics right now, and he's back here with the Red Claws.
And we're here with Boston Celtics two-way player RJ Hunter. RJ, first off, welcome back to the organization. Talk about the journey that you've been on the past couple of seasons and this season leading up to you returning to the Celtics and the Red Claws.
Yeah, so it's my fourth year. I was drafted by Boston, of course, in 2015. I was with them for a year and some. Was with them my second year of camp, got cut second year of camp. Went to Chicago, played with them for a couple months. Got cut by Chicago. Finished that year G League, and I've been G League pretty much ever since.
What does it mean to you that like the Celtics all this time have been monitoring you, watching your game, watching your development, and now you're back with the team?
Yeah, well, I mean, even if I hadn't signed with them, they're like the most elite talent evaluation organization, so that was a plus in that alone. But just the fact that I've been there and like I was telling people before, I've said it a couple of times, like the NBA mindset and attention span is so microwave and so fast that the fact that they kept track of me throughout the years, 3-4 years, is like 10 years in the league. When you get cut, you just kind of start overthinking a lot of things and what you're doing wrong when it could have just been wrong place, wrong time. So it was big for me in my career moving forward.
What have you learned about yourself and your game, and how has your game developed over the years here in the G League?
It's just an adjustment to the game. Like, it's a completely different game pace. Game talent, you know, it's just played a different way than college. So of course, as a young kid, it's going to take you a couple years, if not a year, to get adjusted.
Now, you're a shooting guard. You get your shot up quick. You can shoot it from base. Is there a spot on the court where you're not open?
No, but that's between me and you.
All right,
we'll keep that between me and you. But no, I mean, it's just confidence, man. And I shoot the ball kind of low, so it allows me to shoot it deeper and quicker. And yeah, I just have confidence in myself.
RJ Hunter, appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, 10 years ago I was 13, which means I would have been probably 7th grade. And that's when I was really just starting to get into basketball. Like, I had been playing before, but you see me now, I was the exact opposite.
I'm 23 now. 10 years ago, I was 13. I was a freshman in high school at the age of 13.
I was 12. Man, I was probably on the PS2 all day long, playing that and trying to dunk on a little goal outside, something like that.
10, I was 12. I don't know, I was just being a bad kid, trying to be sneaky. I was that younger brother, so I was good at getting on everybody's nerves.
Non-athletic, walking up and down the court. I was that guy, no passion. I just like being out there. But I think that's when I first saw my first muscle in my arm. And I really started working out. And I actually ended up dunking this summer going into my 8th grade, and I think I was 13 at the time. So that was my first dunk that year.
10 years ago, I was 20 years old. That's crazy, because some of the guys on the squad are, well, no, most of them are 20. But 10 years ago, I was 20. I was in my junior year of Ohio State.
You know, I was just put on a bigger stage, so it was, you know, I was kind of adjusting to. I always hung with the older crowd, but you know, being in high school every single day, I clicked with the older crowd, so you know, I was always hanging out with seniors and stuff like that.
I was 12. That sounds about right. Playing the PS2, probably had a whole bunch of teammates and stuff over the house, playing basketball all day long.
So, you know, just a different transition in life 10 years ago, you know, hanging from being the oldest one around with the 8th graders and, you know, transitioning, being the starter on the basketball team, hanging around with all the upperclassmen, you know, doing young kids things.
The feedback that we've received from the community over our 19 years here has been tremendous, and it's been great. I believe from the beginning, people felt as though, all right, the NBA is coming to town, okay, they're gonna come in and tell us how to do things. That's been the furthest away from what we've been able to do in this community to establish our brand. And so, those people that have been involved with us since day one, even kids that have come to our clinics, it's nice to see when you talk about inclusion and impact and making a difference. You know, there are kids that joined our camp in the beginning that are now coming back and working that clinic as a way to give back themselves, you know. And so when you talk about having impact as a brand, those are the things that from day one we set out to do. And it's nice to be able to be here 10 years later and see some of that come to fruition and actually continue to thrive and sustain itself by just, I guess you can say, returning the value and the favor that we began in the beginning. So it's been great to have both young and older alike benefit from being associated with our brand and having our brand be associated with them and their causes. You know, I just hope that as an organization and a brand, we're able to continue that here and sustain our viability, but our interests as well. And I don't see any signs of that petering at all, because basketball, I feel, is the #1 sport here within the state from a grassroots standpoint. And as long as we continue to be a community property, I think we'll always be embraced by our fans and community.
Coming up, we go one-on-one with Dallas Lauderdale.
They push us, man, and I remember them cheering us on, win or lose.
If you couldn't play professional basketball, what would you do? The answer may surprise you.
I try to be a producer, try to make like beats and stuff like that.
And celebrating girls and women in sports.
It's empowering. We need more of that.
But first, it's March. How many current Red Claws made it to the NCAA Final Four while in college? Was it 0, 1, 2, or 3? Be sure to join us March 17th for a family-friendly matinee against the Lakeland Magic. This game will tip off at 1 p.m. and won't be a game you'll want to miss. A special halftime performance from Lucky and the Boston Celtics dunk team. A Celtics theme on St. Patrick's Day. 210-6655 or mainredclaws.com for tickets.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
New Gen Hospitality Management, the official hotel partner of your Maine Red Claws. Our hotels are the perfect fit for families, corporate travel, and anyone looking for a clean and comfortable stay. With indoor pools, fitness rooms, conference spaces, and on-site restaurants, New Gen Hospitality is just right for your Maine getaway or group travel. Make your game day experience a slam dunk with our special Red Claws hotel rate. Visit NGHMLLC.com for our hotels and information.
I look at it as though every house is mine and my family's in it. There's a lot of responsibility with it, but I'd want the same if it was somebody coming to my house. You know, it's important. You know, I believe in the product.
how many current Red Claws made it to the Final Four? The answer, 2. P.J. Dozier with South Carolina in 2017, and Vito Brown twice in 2014 and 2015.
Dallas Lauderdale, number 42, Ohio State, center.
Well, Dallas, you've already spent some time here in Maine. Excited about seeing this crowd again?
Absolutely. I'm glad to be back.
What do you remember about this crowd?
They push us, man, and I remember them cheering us on, win or lose. Great atmosphere here, make it difficult for opposing teams, so looking forward to seeing a lot of familiar faces.
What part of your game are you going to be working on this year?
Everything,
yeah
everything. I'm just happy to be able to run up and down with these guys still.
When Dallas isn't on the court, what do you like to do?
Read, study, watch TV, Sports Center, just chill.
How much do you still follow your alma mater?
I'm pretty involved with them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty involved with them, football and basketball. Just stay in the loop.
Is there a pregame meal that jumps out at you?
Pasta, some type of pasta.
Just get the energy up?
Yeah. Shout out to Amato's.
There you go.
I go to Amato's.
How much are you looking forward to kind of playing with new teammates and kind of every year in your professional, you probably always have new teammates to play with. Is that a tough thing? Or is
cool.
it,
I mean, it's cool meeting new people, you know, because you meet people here and then you may see them 3 years later and it's like, dang, remember what we did in Maine? You learn about their story, you learn about their game, and you know, you develop lifelong relationships.
For someone who's never seen you play, what do you like fans to take away from your game?
Just a presence. Defensively, offensively, just want to be a presence on the court. Just want to affect the game. You know, you can affect the game without touching the ball. And I pride myself on that, you know, not having to touch a ball, but still having a major impact on the game. So that's what I look forward to doing.
All right, well, best of luck.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
I always wanted to be an architect. Yeah, I wanted to be an architect. I was in engineering in high school, but towards the end, I kind of figured out that it's going to be kind of tough to, you know, go to school for architecture and play sports, so I had to make a decision.
Definitely a musical career, which is, you know, I still do that on the side anyway with basketball, but God has blessed me with the ability to do basketball and sing, and those have always been my two favorite activities. So if there was no basketball, I would definitely be singing somewhere and hopefully making more music.
I can draw. I'm very talented at drawing, I think. Portraits and stuff. A lot of people don't respect it because it doesn't make a lot of money, but I can draw and I'll try to do something with that. And I've heard, you know, if you love what you do, it doesn't matter about the income.
I probably would find another sport. Growing up, I always bowled. My whole family bowled and golf a little bit, but real good at bowling, so I probably would take that more serious.
Something in the ministry. I don't know what exactly, you know, at this point in my life. I've realized that my arms are too short to box with God. You know, I believe that there's a call in my life. I don't know what exactly it will be, but something in the ministry.
I try to be a producer, try to make like beats and stuff like that. I would have picked up on that a whole lot earlier and try to follow that a little bit.
Did you any that on your own right now?
Absolutely not. but it's something I always wanted to do.
We're celebrating women in sports today, partnering up with the Maine Sports Commission, Sheila Brennan Nee, and we were able to secure some panelists that are very reputable individuals in their own way. You look at our league and what we're trying to do globally, we're all about equality, inclusion, and diversity in itself. And with the things our league are doing right now, it made sense for us to really try to do our part working alongside Sheila and the Maine Sports Commission to bring recognition to what women are doing in sports, and more importantly, you know, women within the state, you know. And so it's been exciting for us to partner with her and show yet another way that our business, our brand, who we are as an organization is supporting causes within this community.
Having an organization like the Red Claws to celebrate a day like today for National Women's and Girls in Sports Day is huge to be on their platform, to be recognized by a major level sports organization and have them place that emphasis on females and female sport and empowerment for females to continue.
It's given me an opportunity to be a part of history, you know, as the only current woman coaching Division I men's basketball. It has given me courage, it's given me power, it's given me determination, it's given me perseverance, and it's given me an unbelievable confidence in myself to pursue whatever dream I want to pursue in life.
So it's important to showcase women in sports and the advancement of women in sports in particular. To me, simply because of my 3 daughters, I want them to have role models and access and see that it is something that they can achieve and accomplish and continue to knock down the doors when you talk about equality, not just in sports, but in life in general.
It means a lot, you know, anytime you have a men's organization supporting women, it's empowering. We need more of that, and the more organizations that we have doing that, bring in healthy relationships with young girls and young boys and women and men is important, and I just thank the Red Claws for doing this.
Coming up, our top 10 dunks of the 2018-19 season. Teaming up with Volk Packaging for Autism Awareness Night at the Expo.
So I sat down to write a business book for a completely selfish reason, and I heard this voice.
And we look back at a season's worth of claws in the community.
This is awesome because I can remember being in these kids' positions.
But first, who holds the Red Claws record for assists in a single game? Is it A, Tim Frazier, B, Frank Gaines, C, Andre Barrett, or D, Kadeem Allen? If you've enjoyed Season 10, we hope you'll join us for Season 11. Season tickets for the 2019-2020 season are on sale now. Be a part of all our home games with great benefits, including a season ticket holder gift and invitations to exclusive events, like watch parties and meet the team events. Partial ticket plans are available as well. Call 210-6655 or visit mainredclaws.com for more information.
The Maine Red Claws are all about scoring high. While the court's a great place to practice your three-point shots, the concession stand is a great place to practice reducing your trash. And the 3 R's are your best tool for reducing waste anywhere consumption strikes. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Practice your 3 R's by downloading the EcoMaine Recyclopedia app today. Because when you score high by being a wicked smart recycler, we all win.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental for your individual or family plan, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Kick the oil habit this year with Biodiesel from Maine Standard Biofuels. Made from locally recycled cooking oil in our Portland plant, Biodiesel is better for the environment, competitively priced, and ready to use without modification to your home furnace, diesel vehicle, or duck boat. To purchase Biodiesel for your home heating or diesel vehicle needs, call us at 207-878-3001 or visit our website at mainstandardbiofuels.com.
Who holds the Red Claws record for assists in a game? The answer, Andre Barrett, 17 dimes in a game in 2013.
Volk Packaging is a third-generation family-owned corrugated box plant. We've been here since 1967, and we make corrugated boxes. So we make shipping boxes for mostly manufacturers, anybody who needs to get a product from point A to point B. We just had our 10th straight year of growth, so we're very excited about that. So I sat down to write a business book for a completely selfish reason. And I heard this voice that wasn't audible, but it was pretty close, that said, that's not the book you're supposed to be writing. You're supposed to write a book about Dylan. Dylan was diagnosed when he was 8 with high-functioning autism, and he didn't have a problem with me sharing my experience raising him, which was very challenging, with basically anybody who was interested in reading it. So I started writing. Before I knew it, I had a book,
And then I called Dylan and I said, look, I wrote this book about you. Would you be interested in being a part of it? I figured that when I told Dylan about it, he was going to say, yeah, there's no way you're telling everybody all those things about me. But he was very open to it, and I took chapters and I would send him a chapter at a time, and then he would put what we called in the book Dylan's takes. So it's his perspective of whatever I just wrote about. His perspective was often very different, as you'll read in his book, which is called Bad Choices Make Good Stories. He took all the Dylan's takes and expanded them. We've been traveling for 3.5 years speaking about autism. People wanted to hear more and more about how his brain works. And we've been able to share our story with tens of thousands of people all around the country. When they hear what we went through, and then they see Dylan on stage or read his book, they're blown away. And it gives them such hope that who knows what my kid can go through, because they hear what we went through, both in my book and in Dylan's book, and then they see this young man up on stage, and they're like, how can that be the same person? Well, I started talking to the Red Claws about a box that they needed for their 10th anniversary. As we got to talking, they said that they had been thinking about doing an autism awareness night, and would I be interested in being a part of it? Which of course I was immediately intrigued by the whole idea. And I'm a Red Claws fan, we love going to the games. So I said, yeah, we'd love to be a part of that. And the Red Claws did a great job with that. It was a sold out crowd, everybody had a great time. It was very autism friendly. They lowered the music, they didn't have the strobe lights when the team comes out. They had special rooms for people if they got overstimulated. They could still watch the game from the room, which I thought was great. We want to give back to the community that's been so good to us. The Red Claws are definitely a very community-based sports team.
The Maine Red Claws organization is proud to team up with our partners and give back to our community this year in so many ways, including welcoming the Red Claws to town with our Welcome Back dinner to support the Boys and Girls Club.
I think this has been an amazing partnership over 10 years because it's so robust on so many levels, with players interacting with the kids at our Boys and Girls Clubs.
This is awesome because I can remember being in these kids' positions. I can remember being a 10, 11-year-old and coming to see guys who were professional, guys who were high school stars and college stars, and being able to interact with them is great.
Reading to kids in school with our Read to Achieve program with TD Bank.
To see people that are so successful, that hold such value in reading is super, super important for all of our children, especially for our children who may struggle with reading. I think if they see that you never give up with what you're doing, I think it's even more important.
Today we took part in the Read to Achieve program and got to read in front of several classes, and it was just a great time. The kids really enjoyed it, and it was a good chance for us to get back and work on our reading skills.
Teaching the importance of recycling with Eco Maine.
So they've just been helping us educate students on what we can recycle, what we can't, and then getting an on-site recycling facility. We work closely with Katrina, who led the assembly, and they have helped us support how we can get our recycling container, how we can support students in upping their recycling at school, how we can help students up their recycling at home and kind of up our town recycling as well.
Supporting the Shop with a Cop program with the Portland Police Department.
That shows that the police and kids and the Red Claws are all involved in different areas. It's not like we're on islands doing our own thing, but we all work together as a community. And I think that, you know, the kids love basketball, all the kids love Crusher. It builds a bond for us that otherwise might go unnoticed.
Visiting kids at the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital with AAA.
It's a very humbling experience just to kind of come here and travel around the hospital and just kind of see all the kids who are in need of some kind of medical care. So to be able to just spend a few minutes with them, try to give them some positive energy and bless their day is definitely something that, you know, we should be doing and we take pride in. And you know, we just wish the best for these kids, and that's what it's really about, especially during the holiday time.
Holding our annual basketball clinic series with Duncan.
hard work is something that you gotta learn at a young age though. So if you learn it too late, then you won't really know what hard work is. But if you teach it to a child at a young age, it's gonna be instilled in them so that in anything they do, not just basketball related. I know we're teaching basketball, but hard work, you know, you can put that towards anything. The main community, the whole community is a great community. I consider this like a second home to me. I love the city like I come from here. Just watching the kids grow. A lot of these kids have been coming back to the same camp, you know, year after year. And so for me, just to see them grow and become better and watch them grow into young adults, it just means so much.
Expecting more contact. And just a poor shot attempt inside, and now Goodwin drives in, one-handed flush, easy done. It's missing some foul shots as P.J. Dozer's not going to miss that dunk. Chance to take the lead for the first time since the beginning of the game. However, Keyshawn Howard missing the shot quickly up to the floor. It's Andrew White ahead of everyone else. The cross-court pass nearly stolen, but Nick King tracks it down. 7 on the shot clock. King underneath finds the cutting DeCozy, who slams it down. Walt Levin drives in. Somehow it gets over to Williams, who throws it down with one hand. Drives in. Oh, driving down the lane is Bibbs as no one picked him up. He's very talented. I think he's learning. Oh, look at this. Bohannon with a steal quickly to cut you off there. Puts it home. Nothing like the center steal. All by himself. He continues to have the quick hand. Take a 3 the last time these two teams played. Now it's Dozier drives in. And with one hand slams it down. Timeout early for Capital City. Andrew White passes off a 3-ball attempt. Finds, oh my goodness, Vito Brown just slammed the basketball home. And Poirier felt that one as he hit the deck.
Season 10 is shaping up to be our best season yet. With exciting promotions and great basketball, you won't want to miss any of the action at the Expo. Thanks for being a part of Crustacean Nation. Go Red Claws!